Hello, my name is Gaetan. I worked for Jet Air. I was there a holiday rep. I'm from Belgium and I work together with Mexican people. The region I worked in is Playa del Carmen. It was next to the airport of Playa de Cancun. Living in Playa del Carmen was really nice to be there because the biggest difference was, of course, the language. They spoke Spanish over there. And the other difference was they were more open over there. Belgian people are really, they just stay at home for the most of the time, and Mexican people are going more outside. They take more time to make time for the family. Family is really important over there, and here in Belgium it's less important. That was the biggest difference between working in Belgium and working in Mexico. To shop in Mexico was quite the same as in Belgium. Why? I lived in a tourist region, so there the shops were practically the same as the shops in Belgium. Okay, there were different kind of foods, of course, but you had also Coke, of course. When you can buy it everywhere, you can buy the main dishes over there. The language was in Spanish and in English, so it was really easy to find your way in the grocery stores. When you went to the grocery stores in the poor part of the country, of course, was a big difference because there the hygiene was not so good. When you ate stuff from there the day after, especially European people had diarrhea or problems at the stomach when they ate there. So if you go as a tourist in Mexico, you have to stay in the tourist regions. Working in Mexico is totally different as working in Belgium because there is another mentality. Here in Belgium, there's really a lot of pressure to perform. Over there, you can just be relaxed. There they have the siesta. They're really chill over there. Man and woman, it's quite equal. So when in the tourist regions, of course, when you went to the poor people regions, that was a whole different attitude. A bigger difference between man and woman. That's for sure. It was fun working in Mexico, but you have to adapt a little bit to the Mexican people over there because otherwise you get frustrated after a few weeks, I guess. When I made an appointment with some Mexicans, they're always too late. They say mañana, mañana, that means we do it tomorrow, no problem. Or they said, okay, we will do it, but they were never there at time. I always said to the tourists also, when you have an appointment with Mexican people, for example, the bus that arrives, make sure that you don't get frustrated after 10 or 15 minutes because they're always too late. So also when I made an appointment to discuss a new excursion, or when I made an appointment with the hotel director or something like that, they were always too late. So you have to live with it. So that's Mexico. So that's Mexican style. When you have really the Belgian mentality over there, you will not survive over there for a few months. So it's really important to just stay relaxed, to adapt to the people, and just go with the flow over there. I had a lot of funny experience, of course, over there, but the most funniest experience were while partying, of course. So I had some crazy Americans that were there on holidays, and that's spring break. I think everybody knows spring break, so the people are a little bit crazy over there. And you had police cops over there in uniform with big guns. And I had two American girls that stole a police car over there. So I didn't know how they did it, but they did. And were two police guys that just were running behind the car to stop the girls. So that was the most funniest experience I had over there. But I had quite a lot of experiences. The drink tequila. It's very known here, but there they drink it even more. And when you drink tequila, you have always new adventures. That's for sure. Mezcal is also a drink that I drank too much over there. So after mezcal or tequila, the party starts, and that's true. The most difficult thing I had to adapt to was, of course, the language. So they spoke Spanish. My Spanish is not so good, but they're open. They're used to work with European guides, so I could speak English to them. But there was always a difference. I couldn't express myself 100% in English, and they couldn't answer 100% in English. So I have to speak a little bit Spanish. Of culture, it was really they were really easy to go with. So they're really friendly to me. So. They had respect for me always. So the difficult thing was, of course, they're always really relaxed. So they're never on time. So you have to adapt a little bit to that. And if you can adapt to that, you'd never have a problem in Mexico. They're really friendly. They're really open. So I could recommend it to everybody to go to Mexico. Why? Because it's always an adventure in Mexico. In Mexico, you meet a lot of cultures. You meet the Mexican culture, but also the Mayan culture. There is really different than European culture. You get along with Americans and Canadians too. That's also a really different culture. So there you have the whole world is in fact in Mexico. So you have people from Australia, people from America, people from Canada, people from Europe, and a lot of Mexicans too. So I really would recommend everybody to do a job like this for a few months. You cannot do it for 10 years, but for a few months you can really do it. I would recommend it to all the young people with open minds. Just have respect for the people, and when you have respect of the people, you get a lot of respect back, and you learn a lot of each other also. So you learn to live in a community, you learn to have responsibility, you learn to work alone, you learn to work in group. So it was a really nice experience for me, an experience that I will remember for the rest of my life.